Rob Janis was asking me about how I set grippers. I have to stress that the best way to train a gripper isn't necessarily to go entirely by other people's advice on sets, because it depends on how you turn the gripper into your hand. So the main mistake people make is to think they can just grab it and close it. This is a very light gripper, by the way. If it was a heavy gripper, then I couldn't do that. The basic thing to think about with torsion grippers is that they're essentially a spring, and as you can see, that spring is off center. Yeah, so you've got a handle up here, you've got a handle down there. Yeah, you've got a side that's slightly more curved, side that's slightly straighter. Yeah. If you look at that, slightly straighter than that side. If you're going to anchor any of these handles into your anchor hand, into the actual closing hand, then it's better if you anchor the straight side if you're right-handed, because of the direction of the spring. The reason is that it'll not twist away from your grip. Being a torsion spring, it will twist away from the natural direction of the close. If you close it with the curved side in your hand, it's likely, it's especially with heavier grippers, it can turn away from the direction of your grip, and you'll find it hard to complete the close. Other things to consider: where you're going to place it in the hand. Now, I would say, no matter how big your hand is, I've only got a small hand, you should always be aiming to get wherever your preference is, it should always be roughly halfway along the thickness of your pinky finger, your little finger, yeah? So you're thinking about straight line in that direction. I try to set it, I try to bury it effectively, again halfway along there, and it's going to be quite high in the hand there. Now, because your fingers are shorter than the width of, at least the small fingers are shorter than the width of that span, to get the handle high up, you have to do what's called a set, where you're using the other hand to force it into your hand there to keep it up here. If the handle's low down, right down there, certainly with the bigger grippers, you're going to run out of turn. What will happen is you are going to roll the handle in too early, yeah, and the power shouldn't come from those knuckles. The main power should come from those knuckles there. So essentially, that's where you get the power, but you're using the other knuckles to anchor that shape for the close of a gripper. As far as thumb strength is concerned, it's used to keep the handle high up towards the middle of that hand, yes? So what you don't want to do is lose the handle over there past the line of that little finger. And you don't want to lose it out here somewhere. There's some people who, there's a few people with really, really big hands who actually close grippers with their little fingers right off the grip almost, and people like Magnus Samuelsson famously do that, but they've got massive hands. I think for someone with an average sized hand, you should really be conservative about it, and the power is almost pinpointed off the back of that little finger, yeah? So it's sort of focused off the back there, yeah? So that, can you see it's buried in there? The thumb muscle is controlling that handle, stopping the handle from running away. It's important that that handle doesn't move. Only this handle is going to be moved towards the other handle. And you're not going to be rolling the handle with those fingers. You're going to be trying to almost lead off with the middle part of the finger there, yeah? No matter what your hand length, you should be thinking about how to maximize that movement and to take the gripper with it. For that reason, to get it into there, you see that that's way off of what my where the gripper sits. Yeah, so essentially to anchor it, I would recommend starting out here. Yeah, so you're starting out not with a flat hand, but you're going to bend the hand upwards into almost 90 degrees, and you're going to grab it from that position, right? So that's why for, say, a no set close, the key is to bring it in, and it's not good to just grab it any old how, because you can see I've lost the handle there. No, you've got to anchor it and pull it in. So keeping the handle out here and pulling the fingers forwards during the set. So the no set close, same as normal closes. It's about getting it to that middle part of the hand so you can make the close. Okay, I hope that's of some help. Again, the best way of getting good at grippers is to train with grippers yourself and to perfect it your own way, and how to, it's all about how to anchor the bottom of it and to how to carry it with the other fingers.